Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin finally followed through to the downside. It hasn't quite reached that 28.3K level I wanted to see in the C wave of wave 3. But at the moment, my assumption would be that the C wave is still unfolding. Very, very choppy. Also, it doesn't make sense to go into any more micro counting. I mean, we can give it a go. I will give you my best view of the micro count of the C wave, but essentially, when you watched the last video and the videos over the last week, you knew that another low was expected here. Bitcoin is still very stubborn, holding really well in my opinion. Ethereum sold off much more and many other coins really in a bad state. No surprise, I just want to make it very clear, just want to leave another comment about altcoins. A lot of altcoins are at the moment not giving us any convincing upside structure or bullish setups. There are some bullish potentials I'm tracking, but I don't see them as reliable setups. I still think that most of the altcoins are not in a good state. There are a couple of setups that I find quite attractive. I do share them with channel members, but most of the altcoins are really in a bad state. And even the ones with a good long-term chart, like Matic, like for example BNB, they are not looking good at all in the short term. So I still continue to think that it is at the moment a Bitcoin and Ethereum market, and it may continue for a little while, okay? Just be aware, and the Bitcoin dominance chart still confirms that to me. So at the moment, no change in expectation. I personally focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum a lot. I think the altcoins, a lot of them are, it's just not the altcoin market. It's just not the sentiment for altcoins at the moment. Just be aware of that. I know they can be more interesting, but I also know that a lot of them are really, really in a bad state. And I continue to get requests for lifetime downtrend charts and really, really poor charts. And I don't know, people are hanging on to them. Honestly, for a lot of these, there are a few people who make money and they take the money from you. It is the case because, I mean, if I get some of these requests, I don't want to name the altcoins, but they are in lifetime downtrend charts. They may never recover. I mean, you just need to wake up to that risk, okay? There's no guarantee all altcoins will pump in the bull market. And again, until we see a signal that these altcoins have really bottomed, I would be extremely careful. Please consider that. It's for the benefit of your own wallet. Let's say it like that. So yeah, Bitcoin has, however, stood the test of time. Well, if we can call 10 years the test of time, okay? And it is showing us, quite good price action actually at the moment, and actually since November last year. So quite bullish on Bitcoin still, as long as the 26,280 level is holding. We discussed that in previous videos at length. Now looking at the shorter time frame here, the idea is that we're currently coming down in a corrective structure in a wave 2. It's doing what we want at the moment. It even broke below that triangle pattern here. Highlighted yesterday to you that the B wave might be a triangle here. I think that's how I count it now as well. The idea was to get one more low in a C wave here to round about 28.3K. In previous videos, I've highlighted the area between 28 to 28.5. Either way, it is hard to pin down at the moment because we're dealing here with an ending diagonal. I also don't have any evidence that the C wave of wave 3 is already finished. We're counting that, by the way, as an ABC wave in wave 3 because I consider this entire move down an ending diagonal. So if you're not too much into Elliott Wave, don't worry. I don't want to bore you with the academic side of things, but if you have a question, you can always ask in the comments. What I want to highlight here is that I have no evidence that this move down is over, so I still continue to expect lower. 28.3K should be the magnet that the price is drawn to next, as the 38.2 fib level was also the magnet to draw the price to, but we still expect it lower, and I still expect lower now. If I want to give you a micro count, best I can do really is to consider this C wave of wave 3 again an ending diagonal, 1 in 3 waves, wave 2. Yeah, the wave 3 might still be unfolding or could actually be finished, but we're watching for potential additional low, okay? So this could just be a wave 4 pullback that could be quite strong, that wave 4, because if we're dealing here with an ending diagonal, the wave 4 might overlap wave 1. So again, micro counting doesn't really give you a lot of clarity. There are probably 2 or 3 counts I can share with you here as well. It doesn't give you any benefit. It doesn't make it clearer. It doesn't make the chart clearer. My view is that as long as we don't see a 5-wave move to the upside, we cannot confirm that a lasting low is established. However, probabilities for a low in place are increasing with every new low we are making. If you ask me, I would like to see at least one more low to 28.3K to finish off this C wave of wave 3. Then I want to see a bounce in wave 4 and one more low in wave 5. This would be ideal to round about 27,460. Now, I cannot rule out that with the 28.3K level, if we reach it, that the low is in. That could be the case if Bitcoin is not forming an ABC, but instead a WXY structure. So the next low could complete a WXY in wave 2, but because this is not the most common pattern, it would need extended proof and evidence, okay? So I will not be able to confirm that to you until I see really certain resistance levels broken. But I will keep you updated. At the moment, the analysis is working out. It's just following the script. So, a lot of buying in this area, okay? But not enough buying pressure to change the trend back to the upside. And I continue to expect a bit lower, but good to see that we see some progress. I expect to be in this choppy range for a little while. I think the move down will be choppy, and I think it will take a few more days, if not weeks, to complete this wave 2. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.